Good morning to one and all. So today we will start a new chapter which is nothing but coordinate geometry. So coordinate geometry is nothing but generally geometry plus algebra. A French mathematician René Descartes is the first mathematician who unified geometry and algebra. So the coordinate geometry, definition of coordinate geometry is what that means. Coordinate geometry is a branch of mathematics which deals with or which is describe about geometrical figures with the help of principles of algebra. So coordinate geometry definition. Coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry is a branch of mathematics which describe about geometrical figures with the help of principles of algebra. Simply we say that coordinate geometry is nothing but geometry plus algebra. So in this chapter, every problem we are doing by using the coordinate system. In coordinate system, what we get means, first one, x-axis. Generally, x-axis is nothing but the horizontal reference line, the horizontal reference number line. This is the horizontal reference number line. This is called as x-axis, and the vertical reference number line is called as y-axis. So x-axis generally we denoted by x dash, y-axis generally we denoted by y dash. Their intersecting point is called as origin, O comma O. So on the x-axis, right side we are taking what that means, positive numbers. So left side we are taking what that means, negative numbers. Same on y-axis, upward we are taking what that means, positive numbers. Downward we are taking what that means, negative numbers. This is totally we call as coordinate system. X-axis, y-axis, all those. This plane is called as coordinate plane. So in this plane, if you want to represent, if you want to take one point, that means if you draw two parallel perpendicular lines, suppose like this, from 4 you have to draw one perpendicular line, and from 3 if you draw one perpendicular line, those two meet at somewhere. This is only we called as what that means, point. So generally this point we are represented by what that means, 3, 4. So in the point, the first one indication about what that means, x coordinate. Second one indicate about what that means, y coordinate. So 3, 4. This is called as 3, 4. So in the coordinate plane, if you want to represent any point, compulsory we take the help of both coordinate, both x-axis and y-axis. So in the point x comma y, the first one, x is called as x coordinate, or this is also we called as what that means, abscissa. And the second one, y is called as y coordinate, or this is we called as what that means, ordinate. So in this system, every point we represented by unique order pair. Every point, suppose 3, 4 is a point, that is represented by only one order pair, which is nothing but 3, 4 only. The 3, 4 is not equal to 4, 3. Both are not equal. Suppose if you want to represent another point, suppose minus 3, 6. This is what is that? Minus 3 comma 6. Minus 3 comma 6. Already you learnt all this in 9th class. Now how to discuss the definition of x coordinate and y coordinate. Generally x coordinate means, once see this one, this is called as x coordinate. That means 3 is the x coordinate. 3 means, if you observe, the distance between or the distance of a point from y axis. So x coordinate is nothing but the perpendicular distance of a point from which axis? Y axis. From which axis? Y axis. X coordinate means we are getting opposite, y axis. Y coordinate means what is that? This is the y coordinate, 4. So y coordinate is nothing but what? The perpendicular distance between x axis and point. So y coordinate is nothing but what is that? The perpendicular distance of a point from which axis? X axis. From which axis? X axis. So they ask some bits. So they ask this type of questions. Minus 25 comma minus 13 is a point. They are asking what does that mean? The perpendicular distance of a point from y axis. From y axis means you have to say the answer is 25, x coordinate. From x axis means you have to say the answer is 13. All these are basic concepts in your previous classes, 9th class. So now in 10th class, the first chapter mainly depend on what that means, distance formula. Now once we discuss distance formula. So here we are taking 2 points. One point is what that means, a x1 y1, and other point is what that means, b x2 y2. So 2 points are there, a x1 y1 and b x2 y2. We want to find the distance between these 2 points. General life, you know, suppose you want the distance between these 2 walls, or you want the distance between 2 points on the bench, like that, then we are generally measure by using the scale or otherwise tape, like that. But in this chapter, if you want to measure the distance between, if you want to find the distance between 2 points A and B, then we take one formula. So that formula is nothing but AB is equal to root over x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Otherwise, this is only we can written as AB is equal to root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the formula to find the distance between any given 2 points. So a x1 y1 and b x2 y2 are any 2 points in the coordinate system. Then the distance between a and b is equal to, formula is what that means, root over x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. That means the difference of the x coordinate whole square plus the difference of the y coordinate whole square. Now we see how you get that formula. Suppose here one point is there, that is what that means, a x1 y1. Here another point is there, that is nothing but b x2 y2. You want the distance between a and b. You want the distance between a and b. This is the we want. Then what we do means, draw like this perpendicular lines. If you draw like this perpendicular lines, this is the point, what is that, x1 y1. So draw like this. From A you have to draw one perpendicular line, from B you have to draw one perpendicular line. The point A is x1 y1 means we know very clearly this distance is what is that, x1, this distance is what is that, y1. This point is x2 y2 means we know very clearly this is what is that, x2, and this one is what is that, y2. So P, it is the Q. Now we want PQ. PQ, how can you get? This total distance is x2. This distance is x1. And PQ is equal to, how can you get? OQ minus OP. So PQ is equal to, we are getting what is that? X2 minus x1. PQ is equal to, we are getting what is that? X2 minus x1. So you have to draw like this, one perpendicular line. This is called as x2 minus x1. So in the diagram, if you observe that A, B, C is a right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, AC is equal to how much? X2 minus x1. So BC we want. BC, how can you get? This total distance is y2. So this is what is that? Y1. That means automatically this is what we get? Y2 minus y1. Y2 minus y1. We want the length of AB. That means the distance between A and B. So by Pythagoras theorem, ABC is a right angle triangle. That's why you have to apply Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagorean theorem, in a triangle ABC, by Pythagorean theorem, what we get? We know very clearly Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. That means AB square is equal to, we are getting what is that? AC square plus BC square. So AB square is equal to AC square. AC square means how much, amma? X2 minus x1. AC is nothing but x2 minus x1 whole square. BC is nothing but what is that? Y2 minus y1 whole square. We want AB. That's why AB is equal to what we get? Root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this is the formula to find the distance between any two points. So AB is equal to root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Here square is there. That's why x2 minus x1 is also written as x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. From this one we are getting so many cases, but one case is one formula, another formula is useful in our problems. Suppose out of A and B, one point is 0, 0. Out of A and B, one point is suppose 0, 0. Other point is x, y. Other point is x, y. That means the distance of a point from the origin. From the origin. Then the formula AB is equal to what is that? Root over x square plus y square. If you use this formula also no problem, otherwise this formula also no problem. So this is about distance between two points in the coordinate system. So A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 are any two points given. We want to find the distance between A and B. Then the formula is what is that? Means root over x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Otherwise root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Out of these two formulas, if you use any formula, you get same answer only. So in our 10th class, the first exercise totally depends on distance formula only. Now we have to discuss some applications on this one. Suppose they given 3 points A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 and C x3 y3. So how is the questions means? In the question they are given 3 points A x1 y1, B x2 y2 and C x3 y3, and they are asking to show that or to prove that the given vertices make a equilateral triangle or scalene triangle or isosceles triangle or right angled isosceles triangle, like that. So now we have to discuss how we do that type of problems. So triangle means we know very clearly. Triangle has how many sides, Amma? Triangle has 3 sides. One is AB, BC, CA. So whatever may be triangle you want to prove that, the first step is same only. First you have to find out the length of AB by using the distance formula. Next you have to find out the length of BC. Next you have to find out the length of AC. So after finding all the 3 distances, we have to verify. We have to observe how is the all 3 distances. So first case, if all the 3 distances are equal, if all the 3 lengths are equal, we know very clearly all the lengths are equal, then the triangle is said to be equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. Second one, only 2 sides are equal. AB is equal to, suppose we are getting BC, then the triangle is said to be isosceles triangle. Suppose third one, all the 3 lengths are different, means not equal, then we are saying what that means, the triangle is said to be scalene triangle. Suppose fourth one, the square of the highest length, the square of the longest side, that means suppose AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This is only we called as what that means, the square of the longest side. Longest side square is equal to side square plus side square. Longest side square. Longest side square is equal to side square plus side square. Then we are saying what that means, the triangle is said to be right angled triangle. Right angled triangle. Suppose we are taking one triangle that is satisfy what that means, this condition, longest square is equal to side square plus side square. Longest side square is equal to side square plus side square. And another one, 2 sides are equal. Suppose AB is equal to BC, then we are saying what that means, right angled isosceles triangle. Right angled isosceles triangle. This type of problems are there. So do you understand or not? In the question they give three vertices. Some A is some point 2 comma 3, B is some point 5 comma 7, C is some point minus 1 comma minus 9. And they are asking the question is what that means, prove that the given vertices make a equilateral triangle or isosceles triangle or scalene triangle, whatever may be, the method is this one only. First we have to find out the lengths of all the 3 sides of a triangle by using the distance formula, root over x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. After finding the lengths of AB, BC and AC, we are getting any one of these 5 cases. Suppose all the 3 sides are equal, all the 3 lengths are equal, then we conclude that the given triangle is a equilateral triangle. Only 2 sides are equal, then we conclude that the given triangle is a isosceles triangle. All the 3 sides are different, not equal, then we say what that means, the given triangle is a scalene triangle. Suppose longest side square is equal to side square plus side square, then we are saying what that means, the given triangle is a right angle triangle. So you are taking one triangle that is satisfy the condition of the right angle triangle as well as the condition of the isosceles triangle. 2 conditions it satisfies, then we are saying what that means, the triangle is right angled isosceles